Hi, this is Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making ham spread. I've got my grinder attachment onto my KitchenAid. I'm going to show that to you here in just a minute. I've got some of the cheddar cheese that I waxed, and for that video, go here, right there. And I'll show you how to wax your own cheese, and this is a great way to buy cheese today's prices, and tomorrow when it's more expensive, when dairy products are more expensive, you'll already have a year or 2 years worth of cheese on hand. And I just store this in my outdoor refrigerator in the produce keeper. But this is really good stuff. The cheddar cheese itself actually tastes more like a sharper cheddar, the more you let it age. And I also did Havarti, and that is on that video as well. We're going to need about 5 tablespoons of this sweet pickle relish. You can use dill pickle relish, you can use the hamburger relish, I mean whatever kind that you like. So, but right here I've canned my sweet pickle relish, and also have hamburger hot dog Chicago style relish, and you can find those recipes on my Janie Pendleton channel as well. Just go right here and I'll teach you how to make relish. Good to have on hand for any kind of salad and stuff. We need 2 or 3 hard-boiled eggs. I'm just going for 2. You can omit this if you don't want them in there, but I like it. Now you can make this with a big pound of bologna. Just buy your bologna in 1 big pound, cut it up in chunks, and put it through your meat grinder. That's fine, and that's one of my favorite ways to eat it. But I bought this big ham on sale, and I think it was like, I don't know how many pounds we're at here. So we're at almost 12 pounds, 11.74. So we're almost 12 pounds for this really great brown sugared ham. Now it's a spiral cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of this in my crock pot, but I'm going to take part of it and make it into my ham salad for lunches this week, okay? So come on, and let's get started. So the first thing we've done here is on our KitchenAid mixer, I'm just going to take this thumb screw off here. Okay, we've just cleaned this really well. As you can see, I just washed it, and we cleaned this up with a sanitizing wipe really well. Do this before and after you use it, and the best thing you can do with this thing is to clean it as soon as you're done using it. Okay, don't let the grease from the meats and stuff, the fatty tissue on here, don't let it sit in here. Clean it up really fast and in really hot soapy water. And then, like I said, I even take a wipe through it, one of those antiseptic wipes all over it. We just slip it in here like this, turn it on, and on here I have chosen, you see this, on here I have chosen to use the larger hold one, okay? And be sure and keep your hand on these. I just these right here so I don't lose them. Make sure you don't put any of these parts right here down into your, you don't want to put it down into your garbage disposal. Now with this comes a handle like this. I actually have a wooden one somewhere and I can't find it, so I'm going to have to use the one that came with it, and that's fine. I like my wooden one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hard boil our eggs, and when we get done hard boiling them, we'll let them cool for about 5-10 minutes in the ice water, and then we'll just peel them and then stick them right down in here into the hopper. You can even slice them up in half and just make sure they go in, and we'll just push them on down through there as we're grinding the meat, okay? So when we get that done, we'll be right back. Okay, my ham is chopped, and I've got my cheese opened here and ready to peel off the wax, and it smells really good. So that worked out just great. I'm happy with that. I've saved the remnants of the fatty part with some of the meat on it here for my home canned ham and beans that I'm getting ready to make, and I'll add some more ham to that as well. So we'll just take this and set that aside. I've got my jar of relish open and ready to start measuring out. My hopper bed is ready. I've tested it. It is spinning properly. Okay, we're all ready to go. We've got our ham chopped up. Everything sterilized. A little bit of water in that bowl helps keep that meat from sticking to the bowl, so I can stir it better in the end. We're all ready to go. I'm just going to turn my unit on. You want to turn this on about a number 2. And what I've done here is I've just chopped this, as you can see, in small pieces. See that? You don't want to go any bigger than that unless you've got a bigger machine than I've got as far as the KitchenAid goes. And we're just going to go ahead and fill up the hopper bed. Not all the way. just going to start pushing. Now push lightly. You don't want to push down on it really hard. It's going to come out. See, look at that. This has got that bigger disc on it. Perfect. Working perfectly. Number 2 works perfect. This was a really tender ham, so we're just going to keep feeding it like this. Isn't this awesome? Okay, and that's all there is to it. See, look, it comes right off there. And I want to show you the consistency of this. Okay, and there we go. Okay, and this is great for bologna, by the way. The bologna has a little bit longer strings to it, but I did cut these strips smaller, so they're a little smaller, a little tighter. But then we can just take the egg then, while we're mixing. And by the way, you can put a piece of bread through this as well. You can get a piece of bread for this as well. And you can finish pushing everything through with a piece of bread. Boil an egg, you know how to do it. Just bring an egg to in cold water, bring it up, boil it, or simmer it, I should say, for about 10 to 12 minutes. Turn off the heat, let it sit for 5, and then run it under cold icy water. And then crack and peel. And then you'll have a perfect boiled egg just like this. Make sure I get all the shells off my hands. I don't want that in the thing. Alright, now, again, and we're just going to cut the egg. You can put it in there whole, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. Again, perfect egg. Look at that, perfect. Just going to take and sit these in here just like this. And we're going to put the eggs through next. Meat in. See that? And just grind those eggs right in there with it. Now, okay. But you can try the texture of this. That's perfect. So I've got a 1/3 of a cup measure here, and I'm just going to measure in a 1/3 of a cup of my homemade pickle relish right there. And you can use salad dressing. Here I've got real mayonnaise. I'm just going to take, I'd say probably, oops, that's a little bit too much. About 2 dollops. That's about, I'd say about 4 tablespoons to 5 tablespoons. And we're just going to give that a whip. A little bit of cracked black pepper. And we're just going to kind of blend that together. It's coming together perfectly. That was just the right amount of mayo. You can put a little onion in this if you like as well. Some green onion would be good even as well. Would be it. Alright, I forgot to grind my cheese. Now I do have a shredder attachment coming for this that just fits in this, but for right now I'm just going to put through my cheese, that's fine. Again, we're just going to cut this up in small pieces. Just makes this smaller machine, the smaller engine machine, work better. And I can reuse this wax. We'll just take this paper right off of here. Okay, and we're going to save our wax and we'll put it back in our wax machine, our waxing. Remember the Fry Pappy method? When you go over there and look, I'm going to show you how to use that method to wax your cheese. So save the wax. It is reusable as long as you clean it really, really well. Okay, now we're just going to throw in our cheese. And then on the same number 1, or number 2, excuse me. And then on number 2. And now we're just processing our cheese through here. That's hilarious, look at that. we'll put in some more meat through there and push that cheese on through. And when you're done, you can push a piece of bread through here if you like and get the rest of that meat through. Waste not, want not. And you just keep processing this the same way. Adjusting your mayonnaise. Because I doubled this, I'm going to put in another third of a cup. Now I'm just going to stick that all in there. You just can't quite reach you, can you? You're just going to add some more mayonnaise. This made quite a bit. You can just store this in the refrigerator. It'll last about a week in the refrigerator, so. I'll try that first and see how that does. A little bit more cracked black pepper in this. You know, there's nothing like making it yourself. And look how much more you get. Go price this stuff at the grocery store. And Lord only knows what's in it. What kind of preservatives they have in it. Okay. But you know what's in this. Especially since I canned all the pickle relish and heck fire, you can even make your own mayonnaise if you want to. I'm sure there's a video here online how to make your own mayo. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day. There we go. Like I said, you can put some red and yellow or orange peppers in here chopped up. You know, you can put some pimentos in here to give it some color. See your chunks of cheese, and you can omit whatever you don't want in here. Okay, now if you refrigerate this in a covered plastic container, this will stay good up to probably a week and a half in the refrigerator. And I, however, would not freeze this. I don't think this is a recipe that's very good with being frozen. And that's just my opinion. Like I said, you can use a light mayo, you can use whatever you like on this. Now I'm going to make my husband a sandwich here on his favorite bread. This has to be tried, right? A little bit of lettuce. Look at that. I mean, you know, and there's enough here for look how many meals. Look how many meals I just made. How many sandwiches that you can get out of that. So much, and you know, I can even put extra on there. My husband loves this stuff. Okay. All I had left was bagged lettuce. I didn't have a, my husband likes lettuce on his. Maybe a couple pickles even, you know, whatever you like. Now let me ask you, who wouldn't want some of this? Isn't that great? Like I said, you can also make this with a big chunk of bologna that you cut up as well. And probably bologna is probably one of my favorite versions of it. But I had the ham making that for our family dinner, and I was going to make some ham and beans as well to can up. So I had a lot of uses I was going to use the ham for it. I said, you know what? I'm going to make this today. And my husband and I just love this, and I hope you've enjoyed how to make my ham spread. This is Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton. Blessings.